Girasol, haven't you joined the Sunflower Club yet? You're missing out there. I make exclusive predictions that'll knock you off your chair. Yeah, really hot ones. Everyone who subscribes to the Sunflower Club gets a 20% discount on everything that Cigana offers. 20% discount on consultations and yes, priority scheduling, 20% discount on signature analysis and light mandalas. And you have access to another ritual that I only do for those who are part of the Sunflower Club. No censorship, no ads. And you really stay ahead of predictions in Brazil and around the world, so I'll be waiting for you in the Sunflower Club and you will truly be surprised. Yes. Hello, sunflowers, all the light in the world, peace, and the blessing of Saint Sarah and all of us, the Romani people. Here is Luz de Cigana Sulamita, this Thursday, April 9, 2026, bringing what you ask for. Well, let's go. First, I need to thank each one of you, of course, always. I always say that when we give thanks, blessings happen to us.
What would Luz de Cigana Sulamita official be without you?
So, I thank each one of you who trusts Cigana, who is part of these more than 1,170 subscribers. To you who leave your constructive criticism here, and also, your suggestions for videos. To each one of you who help this channel grow more every day and reach more people. For the truth and for the light.
Well, early this morning you asked me, isn't that enough?
Today we're going to talk about a case, okay? By the way, the main focus of this channel is the cases. In fact, I help the police outside of Brazil, you already know that, to solve cases through Cigana's psychic insight here and now, which the police, right? But sometimes it's just not possible, right? They pretend they don't see it, but they always see what the gypsy brings here. After all, it's the spirit guides who bring the solutions here, and I, in fact, help with the investigations to solve these cases. I'm just a conduit. No one talks openly here in Brazil, but they follow the gypsy. I know that. Well, let's go, okay? It's a case of a young woman who was shot and... I believe it happened early this morning here in São Paulo in the East Zone, Cidade Tiradentes. She was shot by a police officer who, after an argument, ended up being shot in the chest. She waited for 30 minutes, and that's because it was the police who called, right? The ambulance service. No comments, okay? For God's sake, this young woman waited 30 minutes and she ended up losing her life. Thawanna, 31 years old, married, leaves behind a 5-year-old daughter. I'm tuning into the energy of the moment because I can't channel Thawanna's energy, considering that it's not even been 20 days since she passed away. But everything is very confusing. In this case, it seems like the entire East Zone is really upset. The woman wasn't any kind of criminal. It seems she was out on the street with her husband late at night. And then? Anyway, there was this discussion. I'm going to share exactly what I see in the cards through our spirit guides who use the cards to show you and through my own intuition. Of course, the candle is flickering sadly, releasing black smoke because the energy is extremely dense. I'm not here to judge anyone at all. I'm just here as a spiritualist and clairvoyant to share the truth through the sphere of light. It seems that both police officers, both the woman who fired and the other officer, have been suspended. But a young woman lost her life, and it's said that she slapped the policewoman in the face. We're going to see exactly what happened here. Don't forget, okay? Pay close attention to this video because the subject is very serious. We're talking about a mother who lost her life, and we're going to understand what happened, okay? With your permission, you all. 2 decks, okay, as always. I asked the mentors of light to use me as an instrument through this deck to bring predictions, revelations, precise and objective insights about what happened with Toro. What really happened that day, what actually occurred, please use me as an instrument. So it is, so it will be. Thank God. Goodbye. Hey, when the cards stick together like this, it's extremely dense energy, energy that I channel to try to unravel through the spirituality of light. What actually happened in the case, as I've already done in countless cases here, and always bringing a wealth of details, judging by the energy, I believe this case will be no different. The energy is so dense here, it crumpled. The cards stuck together. Look at this. I ask the mentors of light to use me as an instrument also through this other deck to be recorded. To bring predictions, thank God it happened that dawn when Pauline lost her life. Please use me as an instrument like this, like this, like this. Thank you, bye. Here, there are only 2 left, not 3 cards, but 2. If spirituality wants 8 and not 9, I am here to obey. Let me tell you something, pay close attention. Everyone knows I am not just a gypsy seer of an evident lineage. I have been a student of spiritualism for over 30 years, and I am also an astrologer and a Kabbalistic numerologist. And what I get here with authority is not machismo, no. You should be very careful with your spirituality because we are in an era where obsessive spirits, trickster spirits, the energy of evil is roaming the world, and these spirits of low spiritual elevation, they have fun with the misfortune of others. Late at night is not the time to be out on the street, even if it's warm, just to take a walk. I don't know what could happen. I tell everyone. You go to a party, try to come back early, be very careful. Wherever you have to go, if you have to go out, because those spirits are out there. And sometimes you are with an obsessing, mocking spirit following you. From what I can see, that's the case with this policewoman. Her energy was lower, and then they make you take thoughtless actions. And there are things that can't be fixed. Just as this young woman won't come back to life, do you understand? So take care of your spiritual side. Pray. And avoid going out at night and in the early morning. I'm telling you, whether you live in Brazil or anywhere else in the world, things are tough. If you can avoid it, it's better, okay? Here I see the family house, the house of fruits, the house of stars. House of birds, house of keys. This reading is going to be brief. It's very clear here to me. What do these cards mean? Regarding the young woman who lost her life, represented here by the woman, right? The house of the scythe, her life was taken. By what? For nothing. Here I can see clearly. You can see it from the cards, okay? A young woman, the family house. The house of birds means freedom. It looks like they hit his arm. The side mirror hit him, and the police officer got upset. What are you doing on the street? There is the right to come and go, okay?
There is the right to come and go. We're talking about people
Família, pessoas as quais APM has an obligation to protect and not to coerce. Okay? I think that Tarcísio, our governor, needs to pay more attention to the military police. Because there are many who are truly honest, upright, and have integrity, and they work to protect and defend the population, who go out every night or during the day, depending on the shift, obviously, to honor the uniform. But there are others who are unbalanced or who are emotionally unprepared to work, especially in the early hours of the morning. So both of them were unprepared, at least psychologically. Asking the couple, "What are you doing on the street?" "Well, we're just going out on the street." Or the policewoman pointing her finger at someone. "What do you mean? I don't want that for myself."
I wouldn't tolerate that behavior either.
So here I can see clearly, you can see it in all the cards. I'll talk about them one by one, okay? Shall we? The family house. They were there. The family house, house number 4, doesn't mean they were there on the trip. Family, couple, okay? House of stars, confirming that it was nighttime. House of fruits, a peaceful outing. House of birds, it has to do with freedom. They were fine, happy, taking a walk. All good. House of the key. There was nothing there. There wasn't even an argument. There wasn't the house of the key, no openings. There wasn't an argument. There was nothing happening there.
For the conduct that both police officers had.
Woman's house, Tauri's place. Who lost her life? She had her life cut short. House of the scythe. And up here? These would be the new pages of her life, which was cut short because she is above the house of the scythe. In other words, this girl was not in an argument. She wasn't committing any crime. She did absolutely nothing. Here, I can already see house 20, the house of paths, and house 3. In the center, the wheel of fortune, the cycle that ends for another one to begin. And the house of feelings. They are new houses, all of them positive, that are being shown to me. And here I have the house of the dog. The dog has to do with tranquility, with peace, so I'll speak according to the cards I see. I don't see any card that suggests to me that this young woman was aggressive with the police officer. Why? It seems that she denied that the young woman hit her. House of the dog. In other words, all the cards confirm it for me, both in the deck on the right and in the deck on the left. House of the dog, the girl really didn't react physically. She may have argued, but she didn't react. House of the heart, she also acted on impulse during that argument because she was just fine there with her husband taking a walk.
E não achou correta a conduta de ambos.
And really, it wasn't.
House of the wheel of fortune. Everything was fine, a good cycle. Suddenly the wheel turned. Why? Obsessing spirits, possibly. But that doesn't justify it, because if you're spiritually balanced, no obsessing spirit will be around you.
House of the ship.
They were already used to doing that other times. A long time, coming and going, which I think is everyone's right. Who is a good person, even in the middle of the night, like I said, because nowadays things are tough. The roads, a walk, the bank's house, nothing. Then here I see house number 2, which has nothing to do with luck. It has to do with reckless behavior. And I see in both readings in the same position, just to confirm for you, the house of clouds. Do you know what the house of clouds means? It's the same thing as the black candle here, letting out smoke. Tearful, black. You can see it in the video. Thoughtless behavior. If the girl really went after her, like she said, slapped her in the face, why didn't she go for the legs? Why did she go for the chest? Why did they come down so upset? With 2 ordinary people, a couple. Father and mother? I'm not here to judge anyone, but I don't see in my reading or in the energy I feel that Thawanna at any moment raised her hand against that policewoman. This girl lost her life, and then? And then at the hands of 2 police officers. Unprepared, especially the female officer. 2, an unprepared person. She lost her temper. That's what I think. That the governor and the military police.
We'll take care of this case.
She should be permanently removed from the force. For her own good. And for everyone else's. Because, unfortunately, clearly, from what I see here in my reading, Thawanna, she's 31 years old. She leaves behind a 5-year-old daughter. She lost her life simply for nothing. She didn't react. She didn't hit. She just argued. She was defending her husband, and she would have done the same. And I wouldn't have liked it either, if someone pointed a finger at me. That's right. Pray and keep watch, each one of you. Because the world people are. Without patience. Without limits. And sometimes we can lose our lives in a situation like this. By those we should be protecting. Simply. Because the person is mentally unbalanced. To protect and defend. Those to whom she had an obligation to do that, and instead of that, takes a life of a mother with a family. Simply.
Because the nerves.
They got inflamed. The spiritual side, it wasn't taken care of. It's a shame. Well, that was our forecast for today. I ask you, leave your like here. It's very important, so that this video has a wider reach and reaches more people who need the truth and the light. Leave here in the comments what you want for tomorrow.
a forecast, another case.
Free readings for you, a spiritual approach.
Or the most requested comment or the most liked in this video will go live tomorrow. I leave all of you my gypsy blessing. May Saint Sarah, our mother and patroness, protect you all with her mantle. May our Father in heaven, our God Almighty, our Creator, may our Father in heaven, our Almighty God, our Creator, and our Master Jesus be present at home, in life, and in the heart.
And in the actions of each one of you.
I'm sorry.
For the shadow of the date of the year.
I'm really sorry.
Stay in the light, let there be light, and the world needs light. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.